Hey, what's up? My name is Kristen. In today's video, we're going to plan the first week of November in my Erin Condren Horizontal LifePlanner. So if that sounds interesting, please make sure you're subscribed and I'll be right back. Okie dokie. All right, so this is the first week in November, but it has the last day of October, which is Halloween in it. So it's kind of a weird week as far as themes go. But let's look at this week. So this is the current week. I am filming on this day, on Thursday. I was supposed to film a bunch of stuff on Tuesday, but Tuesday and yesterday, there was some like heavy machinery like outside working, and it was so loud all throughout my whole house. So I just thought, you know, it's not a good time to film. So I didn't end up filming, so I have a ton to film today and I'm already rambling, but I'm gonna try to keep this kind of short just because I have a ton that I wanna get filmed. You can see I've been kind of making my lists here. We have a lot stacking up here on the weekend, which is more than we normally have. And so that's kind of like throwing me for a loop. I got to figure out how to get everything done this weekend. But let's go to this week that we're planning. All right, so what I have here are some stickers from Sweet Sticker Bliss. This is just a single sheet. It's MK122, and I'm not sure if these are available anymore. It's I got this from Yvette at the Planner Mommy. We did like a swap, and I've been using up all my stickers, and I'm finally getting around to this one. And then this was a deco sheet from Orange Umbrella Co. It's D-042. And it's plants, and it's cool because you can kind of build your own plant. All the different pots, all the different plants, and then there's some nice scripts there. And the pinky peachy color matches this really well. Plus this has some like floral. So I figured I could use some of these like plants here, and maybe this little like daisy looking one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We know that I'm not really that fond of deco. I like it because it's pretty, but in my planner, I just can't get the hang of it. So we'll see. We have it. We may use it. I don't know. I did grab some leftover little labels here that kind of match. They're not the same. This is more like a grayish brown, and this is more like a yellowy, orangey brown. So I don't know, but I grabbed them because I had them. And then I've just got a couple little things that I had noticed when I was flipping through here, and I didn't want to forget about them. And then I've got some leftover little Halloween deco that maybe, I don't know if we can make it work. There's black in this. It's kind of an orangey brown. I don't know. We'll see. And then I have these Erin Condren checklist things. These are customizable, and you probably can't even tell. I don't even know if that's going to focus. I want to say it was the Harbor color that you can choose for from Erin Condren. Don't get this color because you can't see it. It's so light you can't see anything on it. But I figured, why not? Let's try to use them up. Because yeah. So let's get going here. Oh, the last thing is the washi. So I picked this peachy plain color and this just black and white grid. So let's get started here. This kit has some washi on it, so I'm gonna try. I don't know how thick it is, and I think it's too thick to put above the months here, and I don't like to cover the months up, so I'm going to probably cut it because I'm thinking, yeah, that's not gonna work. So what I'm thinking of doing is, because the way this washi is, it's like stripes, I'm thinking of cutting the top pink stripe off, and then that way we'll still have, you know, all the colors we can get in there. So let me lay this on my paper trimmer and try to cut a straight line, because this is a vertical stripe, and if I don't cut a straight line, it's going to be pretty obvious. That means I have to lay it down straight. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. So it looks pretty straight. Yeah, I think we did it. I don't know if I'll use this little leftover, but so I need to do one more because this isn't going to be enough for both sides. So let me just kind of set this off to the side and do the other one, and then I can move the paper trimmer out of the way because I don't think I'll need it again. This is just how I like to do it. I feel like it's a little more accurate, and it's faster if you're not worried about how perfectly straight you're getting it. It's faster than like the slice tool and a ruler, I think. Wow, this is not. Of course, this is taking me forever, but like if it's just like a floral pattern or something, I'm not as precious with it. Okay, that looks good. All right, let's try to pull this off of here. I redid my nails and I went over the bottom, like the tips of them, because I filed them down, and then I put a clear coat back over them, and it's like the gel stuff, and so they're really thick, and it's hard to get my nail up under the edge of a sticker so I can peel it up. There we go. All right. Alrighty. So when I am filming this, it is the week before, or the weekend right before Halloween. Well, Halloween is on a Monday. Today's Thursday, so we haven't had Halloween yet. And I'm still not quite 100% sure what we're doing. I think what is going to happen is we are going to stay home and pass out candy. So the day if you're watching this the day it publishes, then that is Halloween. So happy Halloween. But my son is gonna go trick-or-treating. I think this is probably his like last good year of trick-or-treating now that he's 12. And he and his friends are gonna go out in the neighborhood and trick-or-treat. So and then he's also kind of like at that age where it's like, okay, mom and dad, you can't come trick-or-treating with me. So, yeah, it's kind of like a bummer. No more, I didn't think about it, but I guess we're done for trick-or-treating unless he has kids one day, and then we can go trick-or-treating with grandchildren. I don't know. That's a long way off though. So I guess we're done with trick-or-treating for a while. And it kind of makes me a little bit sad because I really like Halloween. I just think it's fun to go out and see your neighbors, and dressing up is fun. I don't know. So it's kind of a bummer, but all right, let's see. What do we want to do? I can do, here's what I wanted to talk about here. I'm kind of liking how I had the events and things here, and then like the lists here and like dinner here. I liked having that on the side there like that. And so I think that is what I'm going to keep doing. I thought I had made a note somewhere of how I wanted to do this, but I guess I didn't. I am going to I'm going to keep putting the dinners down here in the corner, and then keep putting anything where I need to be like, where I'm like busy in the little box here. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. So Monday night we're having chili, and I put this little Planner Kate crock pot icon there because it's not crock pot, it's actually an instant pot recipe, but I need to make it kind of early because it does take a while to cook, and I do like to leave it like in the pressure cooker for a while. to do its like natural release or whatever. I feel like that makes it like more, I don't know, whatever this is, that's what it does. It makes it more of that. And since it's Halloween and my son's gonna have tennis practice that day before Halloween, I don't know, we're gonna need to eat early and we're gonna need to have it ready. So I just needed, I put that there as if like to remind myself to start dinner early. Yeah. Another thing we're doing different, you may have just watched my November menu video, but we've had some changes with how we're doing food, and things are gonna be different. With it just being me and my son here, we're just having way too many leftovers, and my son won't eat leftovers, and I can't, I don't know. He will only eat certain things left over, and I have different like dietary needs, and so it's not working, right? Like all these different like recipes, it's just not working. So what I think we're gonna do going forward is we're just gonna have only 3 days a week where we have like a recipe. And so basically all the stuff that you saw in my November menu video, that's changing. The same foods will be on our menu, but just more spread out. So yeah, and I'm gonna do an updated one for December explaining all that, but yeah. And I didn't make dinner labels for Friday, which is finding for yourself, and Saturday, which is pizza. And it's because I didn't have any. And I didn't have any little icons for pizza. I don't know. I might have to write on some of these or something, because it does look kind of weird to not have those. Anyhow, this is a meeting on the 3rd, and that's in the evening. So I'm gonna put that down here. And let's see. Videos. This is the plan with me that you're watching. Oh, that says Halloween. It's going to get covered up. Oh well. This is the plan with me that you're watching. Wednesday's video is the first in a series of videos that I have already filmed, and then I'm currently filming about goal setting. And so Wednesdays is going to be all about like the issues that I've had with goal setting systems in the past. I think it's a really interesting video. It was interesting for me to kind of work that out, and I'm explaining all of that to you. So I hope you watch it, and I hope you continue to watch the rest of the series. It'll be every Wednesday in November. I'm gonna have like all my goal prep for 2023 goals. So I hope you watch that and enjoy it. Filming on Tuesday is probably not going to be in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put it like halfway down. I think my husband will be home, and normally I don't film when he's home because I just spend time with him. So he'll probably be home until like midday that day. So I'll just wait until he leaves to film. And then Thursday I got to film as well. So we'll put that there. And then working from home, I know I'm only going to be able to do 2 days this week. And that'll be Wednesday and Friday, I'm pretty sure. And so I'm just going to go ahead and schedule that in so I don't forget. And I don't want to like schedule something else when I know I need to get some stuff done, and it needs to be on those days. All right, so groceries. I normally grocery shop on Monday morning, and this has a ton of scripts on it, but none of it says just grocery shop. There's grocery pickup and grocery order, but I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm actually gonna go to the grocery store and shop in the store. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this label here. These are really skinny, and so I'm going to put stickers on this, and how I'm going to do it is I'm just going to cut one of these And I'm gonna do this one that says, let's just do the brown one because I know I won't use that in the future. And I'm going to cut where it says pick up off of it. And this is just delicate. Here we go. And then I'm just gonna put grocery. And I don't know, is there anything else I can put on here? I can take the day off of, there's garbage day, recycling day, pay day. Let me see if I need that payday sticker. If you like my cute little Halloween thing. Let me see what other, I have it where it cycles through 15 different ones. Like here's one. And there's another one. And that one's cute too. I love them. That one, Happy Halloween. I change these every month. That one's cute. They're all cute. That's the Erin Condren one that you can get off of the Erin Condren site. That's also Erin Condren. That's also Erin Condren. So is that one. And that one. I guess they go in order, maybe, because that's also Erin Condren. They must go in order. That is not Erin Condren. Anyway, we could do this forever. I need to look at my calendar here. And I do not, oh, I do have a payday. Dang it. Well, obviously I should be happy it's payday, but I was going to, let's do this. Oh no, I don't want to do that one. Here, let's do the black one. This little flag situation. And I'll just put it under. Oh, well that one doesn't need to go there because it's, let's put it up here. It's gonna happen, like, you know, without me. Like I don't have to do anything about payday, it just happens. So I don't need to put it over here. And let's do, I don't like that. I'm gonna do a different flag. Let's do one of these instead. And let's do a green one. And I'll just put that here. Like that, I guess. Okay, now what was I doing? So I wanted to cut the day off of here and put it on right there where it says grocery. I don't know, can we do this? Is this gonna look bad? I'm gonna need my tweezers. I might need to pick this up and layer it on top of the day one. Oh gosh, this is not working for me. Let's do, and let's try to get that right up under there. Grocery day. And then we will use this little bag of groceries right there. That was a lot. That was, yeah. Oh look, there's some dollars. Let's put the dollars on payday. There's a little computer. Let's put the computer on this work from home. I don't like it. I don't really like it. It doesn't fit. I want it to be on the dealie, like on the label, not off to the side of the label. All right. What else? I don't have anything else written on here. I do have this stuff that needs to get done. All right, so watering the plants needs to happen on we'll do it on this day. And I can layer that. Let's layer that on one of these things that I already took off of there. And I'll just put it right here. I have some plants that are just some little house plants. These are so thin. I don't get it. Why are they so thin? And they only like to be watered about once a month. And so I sometimes forget, and then they start getting kind of wilty looking. So I try to like not forget. I don't like how skinny these things are. I tried to use them and they didn't work. Okay. We can use this one. And I'll put it on this side so that this is Spaz watering the plants. This is the Orange Umbrella Co. character. Spaz, she's super cute. And then I'll just put this here that says water plants. This does not work for me. I don't like that. It's blah, whatever. Okay. And I do need to do a manicure, and I want to do that on Tuesday morning. I don't know. It takes a while, and my husband's going to be home, and I just want to spend time with him instead of, I don't know, sitting there doing my nails in the bathroom for 40 minutes. I'll just do it on Thursday before I film. And I'm just going to put it here, and I don't like these little nail polishes that are purple and pink. And so I'm going to just layer that with one of these little asterisk things and just cover that up. Oh, they are slightly, that's all right. It barely, there's some stuff showing. I could white it out, but it doesn't matter. We have the TV, we have the Sunday reset and the clean house, and there's movie night. We don't really have a movie night planned. All right, let's do on Fridays the night that I'm going to watch my shows, and that is, or Friday during the day, like if I'm gonna do like the exercise bike or something. It's really just Abbott Elementary and Young Sheldon. And there's not enough room there to write both of those, so I'm just gonna write, I don't even know, what should I write? No, it's neither of those are on Netflix. I could write, just watch shows, whatever, just to remind myself and give myself a little incentive to get on my exercise bike and watch those. All right, so then we've got Sunday reset and clean house. And so the reason I got these out, where did I put this? Here. So I normally do my Sunday reset here, and I make my list of the things that I do. But instead of doing that, no, I'm still gonna do that. Let's still do that. Let me write that here while I'm over here so I don't forget. So actually, I think I'm just gonna write it on the paper just to keep it calm and clean. This is gonna go down here in the sidebar. So what was happening before is, and I cut this last one off so that it fits. If you cut one of the slots for items, I know you can't see this, but if you cut one of those off, it'll fit in the horizontal. And so I just already did that with my slice tool, this thing. Anyway, I can't write right here when I make a to-do list. So what I thought I would do is just put the list already written on a sticker over here. It's easy to just check off. And then use this little thing right here to say clean house. And maybe this will fit on one of these. Will it? I can't. I need to use the tweezers. There, clean house. And then that is the stuff that I need to be doing throughout the week. As the week goes on, I can check those off. And then anything that's not checked off on Sunday, I can finish during my Sunday reset. And that we will do here. Oh. Well, do we want to cover up daylight savings? I know I already covered up Halloween, but that is something I do need to be reminded of. So let's do this. Let's just put it over here. Let's go like this. Sunday reset. I don't like that. Let's turn this sideways. I see a lot of people turning these sideways. Like this. I don't know, I like them up and down, like a banner, hanging banner thingy. But I always see a lot of people turning them this way. Maybe that'll look cute. I'm gonna use my KDK plans and Chrissy Ann Designs collab stencil thing. And this is gonna be hard to write here. But there's just enough lines left to do the 5 things I normally do, which is laundry, cleaning, meal prep, check my son's school stuff, and a self-care thing. Like a face mask or pedicure, I don't know, something to keep myself, you know, looking like I'm trying. And that is that. What else do we have? I can put this deco down. Since this is Halloween, I'm just gonna put this little Orange Umbrella Co. little spider deco right there, because it's black and it matches the color scheme, so it doesn't stand out too much. And then I thought about using this ghost. If you remember, this plan with me, I like put it here or something. I ended up taking it off. It was just too much. So, you know, we'll put it right here. I'm not gonna write anything in that little spot. There. And so that is still Halloween and it still matches. It's not like glaring, but it's still, you know, a little bit of Halloween in little Halloween spirit on that day. So the other thing is I didn't write the meals here, and I'm gonna try to write them on these tiny little flags. So Friday is fend for yourself. And Saturday is pizza. And we will just use these, even though they don't match. I like to have all of my stuff on like the same type of label, but I didn't have enough on here and I didn't have any other ones really that matched. So we're just going with it. I'm sure I had some pink ones in there. Probably I could have used actually like the peachy pink color. But like I probably could have used these two, but I don't know. It just, whatever. These came with the kit and I get to use up stuff off the sheet. Weekend banner, I never use this, but it matches. So what if we put it up here? Because this is the weekend. Even Friday counts as the weekend. So this is the weekend page. And maybe we can just kind of go like that. I don't know, what do you think? Do you like to put the weekend banner on only Saturday and Sunday, or do you count Friday as the weekend too? I am using these deco plant, build your own plant thing, and I'm gonna use this like eucalyptus looking one and the pink pot. I'm gonna put one here because I'm not gonna write anything there. And let's put this like this there and kind of, we're building our own plant. I want to lift that up just slightly so that I'm not covering the Sunday, and I can tuck the plant in a little bit. Very cute. Okay, and then let's do, I could use one of these, this one, because it's like a dark color and we have black. Let's do that like, oh, down here, Thursday. I will have a lot going on that day, so I know I'm not gonna need too much space. And let's use the little pink flower. That's cute. And I don't have, I didn't use this. I could have like, no, that wouldn't have worked. I was gonna say I could have layered it. So this is, I'm gonna put this here on Halloween because I don't know what we're gonna end up doing. If we're gonna go hang out with a neighbor, maybe I can write that in. If we end up trick-or-treating with my son, which I know that's not gonna happen, but whatever. I'll just write whatever needs to happen that night there. And let's just make it festive and throw one of these asterisks in there. Why not? And I don't have anything going on over here, so why don't we layer this over here. Sunday the 6th. Let me check my calendar one more time and make sure I don't have anything going on that day. Nope. Nothing is going on this weekend. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to write that it's the book fair. I'll put that down here in the to-do list. So let's just put this on Saturday because I know nothing is really going on this weekend, and if it is, I can just throw a box on top of that and then write on it. Okay, so the stuff going on this week, we can do another one of these. Oh look, we've got to buy. Why don't I put that on Saturday, and I can kind of use that as like a little grocery list. Like as throughout the week I can add to it, like as I run out of things. If yeah, that doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes I have to write down somewhere like, hey, add this to the grocery list. Let's put that over here, and let's put that no, I don't like that. I want to layer it with something. I'll use this black dot maybe. To buy. I've got some things that are going to get delivered this week, and then that way I can also, if those things don't work out, I can make sure to add to my list that there are things I still need to buy. We have a trip coming up, and I've been buying stuff for that. There, and then that can also be for any groceries I need. And then here I'm gonna do to do, and we will put that, we're just gonna do like this. That one, it's not gonna match, but that's okay. And I'm gonna just put this like in the middle. And to do. I don't understand what these are for. I guess you write in them like that, but they are pretty tiny. I don't know that I like that. I don't like how the script is bigger, like the bubbly thing around the script, the offset is bigger than the label. And I don't know, that doesn't work for me. It looks weird to me. So we will use this, and I'm gonna do this. And I'm just gonna put the to do here without a label. And let's put a little, no, let's not. Let's just do check boxes. And then we'll be done. I have to move this for each line because this stencil is made for the daily duo line spacing, not the like horizontal spacing. Okay, I don't have my to-dos ready yet for this week, so that'll just get filled in throughout the rest of the week. And here we can just put a couple more of these little stickers here. I'm gonna have planner time on on Thursday, because that's the day I film, and I normally do my planner stuff on the day that I film, since I'm filming doing it, and that'll go there. We are not doing any of this stuff. So recycling, trash, daily planning, I don't need a sticker for that because I just do it. Day off, I don't really have anything going on this week where I'm like going out, so I'm not gonna do that. We can use this little planner icon for planner time. I guess that's it. Sounds good to me. All right. Yeah, I like the little flowers and plants and stuff. I think that's fun. And I didn't use this black and white grid washi, but I like this. I like how this turned out. I think it looks cute. I think I'm gonna be happy using it throughout the week and adding my list in as I go. So anyhow, that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, please consider subscribing, because there are more videos like this on my channel that you will probably like. And I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.